Old Bloke Goes Nowhere, Part 3. A Bird in the Hand. So, I promised to do a bit of self-isolation cooking, and although this might not be up to hairy biker standards, I'll try my best to cook up something easy and healthy. In fact, this soup is going to be, at least in theory, a virus-busting wonder. The first of the magical ingredients will be garlic. 2 big cloves of garlic. You know you've got some. You saw a few bulbs at the back of the cupboard last December when you were looking for the Christmas pud you bought in 2008. There might be some green shoots in there by this time. The cloves will be a bit dried out and stuff, but that's okay. The garlic might taste a wee bit bitter even, but it will actually be higher in antioxidant phytochemicals that can boost your health. You see, garlic is truly magical. Really, it is, honest. It has antifungal properties, antibacterial properties, and listen up, in these horrible corona days, it even has antiviral properties. Now, be careful. I once read a recipe wrong. When I was just a boy of 42 or so, I put 5 bulbs in a soup instead of 5 cloves. Note, the bulb is a whole onion-shaped thing, and a clove is one of the wee wedge bits or segment bits that makes up the bulb. Yeah, I get that wrong. That soup was dynamite though. Literally. My better half, when he touched it, it almost blew her head off. But I wasn't going to waste it. No. So I downed a big nippy bowl. Man, I was on fire. Randomly, sprinting through woods and jumping into rivers, literally. My blood was boiling. I felt superhuman. Of course, I'm not recommending this course of action to anybody. And in further investigation, it seems that garlic contains something called allicin, an ingredient that can stimulate blood flow and circulation. Maybe I just overdosed on allicin. Anyway, where was I? Oh aye, the list of ingredients for this super soup. 2 cloves of garlic, some chicken, leftovers or fresh, whatever, half a breast if fresh, and whatever you can salvage from the carcass otherwise, a couple of chopped spring onions, half a teaspoonful of turmeric, some chilli flakes. Chili peppers, you see, contain capsaicin, which has an antibacterial and again antiviral property. A stock cube and a dash of olive oil. Okay, so let's get into the kitchen. So here I am in the kitchen, putting the pot down on the stove here. Sophie the dog's here as well. How are you, Sophie? Come on. Listen, a Dutch friend of mine asked me why I had a duck in the kitchen. No, Doug is a colloquial term for dog in this neck of the woods, okay? Now get your non-stick pot and stick it in the heat, okay? That's it. So add your olive oil and we'll bang in the chicken. If raw, make sure you cook it through if it's a raw chicken you're using, or fresh chicken. Half a bit into a Teflon fish slice to check it's not too pink in the middle, or pink at all. If it's cooked chicken, just whack it in and go straight to the turmeric bit. So, next add turmeric. Let's see. Sophie, you're in the road. Move, Doug, move. Right, so the turmeric's in. Now it's the cybes. We've chopped them up already. We call them cybes, but they're spring onions maybe to you. Washed and chopped, in they go. And a nice wee sizzle starts to happen, as you can hear. Then I'll add 2 cups of water. And this is a recipe for 2. Add a stock cube. Crunch it through your fingers and then plop it in. Then the chilli flakes, about half a teaspoonful. Okay. I'll do that now, and I'm going to serve it up in a wee minute or two, so hold on, I'm going to go back out the kitchen and finish off telling you stuff. Okay, once the soup is boiled up, splash it into a couple of bowls and sit, if safe to do so, on your back step. And listen to those pigeons calling each other again. Magic. Now take a big, healthy slurp. Go for it. Now, wait a minute. I can hear another very common bird in our garden. It's called the great tit. Light green chest with a long black collar and tie. It sounds like a squeaky gate. Listen. Now, tit is short for titmouse. Paris Major in Latin. That's his name. Latin. Now, that gets me thinking. Here I go again, sitting on the back step, reminiscing about times gone by. Well, when I was at school back in the dark ages, when they had belts and bats to hit you with, there was a totally eccentric Latin teacher called German Geordie. I thought he was great in a way, but he was okay most of the time, but he rarely called you by your actual name. He also had a kind of ruthless ranking system where you would be seated, boys on one side and girls on the other side of the class, by rank. That is, whoever scored the worst in tests would sit at the front on the left and be referred to as bottom boy or bottom girl. Likewise, if you did well, you'd be known as top boy or second top boy or third top boy, etc. I managed to get into the top row once, but then I missed a test and slid all the way down to bottom boy. The shame of it. You, bottom boy, get up here, go to that board and decline that verb. Present tense. Aye, okay, sir. Then if somebody sniggered, they'd be hauled up for 6 of the best. You, he'd count down, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 5th bottom boy, out here now. He was a vicious wee git at times. He also had a habit of using yellow chalk and then raking his fingers through his white Hitler-like hairstyle. This resulted in his hair turning yellow by the end of the day. That was a while back. I got the belt once myself. I think it was for talking. And as an extra Roman amphitheatre-like delight, he asked the class, he did this quite a lot, how many strikes of the belt should I give him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. I stood there, like a Christian, about to be torn apart by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 lines, until a wee voice said, 6. Everyone turned to look at the lassie who had piped up. I couldn't believe it. Nobody usually said anything. German Geordie narrowed his eyes, and with a smile turned and delivered the beating, as requested. Now, I always wondered what I'd done to that lassie to deserve that. And I found out 40 years later, at a class reunion. I saw her at the bar and, well, I just thought I'd ask her. That time, in Latin, when I got you 6 of the belt, she finished. Aye, I said, a puzzled look in my face. Oh, she said, that's easy. I fancied you. What? I drew back. You fancied me? I wanted to get your attention, she said. We certainly did that, all right. Anyway, I always meant to say sorry, she added. Better late than never, I suppose. Oh well, and that was that. Girls, eh? Jings. Anyway, back to my soup. It's a bit nippy, but perfect for a slightly chilly day like it is today in March. So, needless to say, take care of yourselves in these crazy times. Try and get a wee laugh as and when you can. We've got a couple older people on our street and we've popped a wee note through their door just to say, if you need something, give us a phone and leave it at your doorstep kind of thing. I'm sure a lot of that stuff's going on. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on as well, but there's some good stuff. I know there is out there. So, if anyone's listening, thanks very much. And until next time, ciao for now.